Has anybody got a burning desire to tell us, or? If you'd like, yes, sure.
I have one thing later too. So
Okay.
I'd like to talk about.
Right, Chief. Oh, wait, I guess we got to get this.
Oh, we're back up and running.
Okay.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, we were just.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dana, so
Thanks.
much for
Thanks,
all your
Dana.
work.
That was such an awesome presentation. Bring treats next time.
I'm bringing popcorn next time.
And don't tip Ann off that it's going to happen, because I don't know how she pulled that off.
Who told you? Oh,
I'm sure all aware of the house fire a couple weeks ago up on Majestic Circle in Pleasant View. We had some real heroic actions that night by Sergeant Doan and one of our part-time officers, Anthony Bersaman. And other agencies also responded and assisted, and Northview did their typical great job. But definitely, I think a life or two were saved in that ordeal. And on the 14th council meeting, we're gonna try to get on early on the agenda to honor those officers for their heroic actions from all the agencies, 2 life-saving awards, and I believe there's 3 or 4 excellent work awards that would be in place for that. North Ogden's reached out to us. They want to be present when their officer comes that night, and possibly Harrisville too. We'll see. But I'd like to get on early on the agenda on that and honor these brave
Put it
men
first
for
on the agenda.
what they did.
Where is that?
First.
Where was the home? Was the location?
Majestic Circle.
oh,
It's up it's a cul-de-sac just above Cottonwood. As you go up Cottonwood Drive, it's one of those cul-de-sacs.
Across the
right
street from Heart of Pole Patch.
whose house was it?
there.
I was just wondering,
forgot the name.
one question about I have is Northview is a lot closer than our police department and just to there, right? I mean, I'm wondering,
Not at 1 o'clock. I mean, they're closer, but it was 1 a.m., so they still got to get up, get dressed, and
get
respond
there.
from there. They were right behind
Right
them.
there.
I mean,
Yeah, we were fortunate. Officer Doan was like a mile away, just on routine patrol.
Yeah, okay.
So he got
No,
there
that's
really
awesome.
quick.
which is
Northview
like
got
1
there really
minute,
quick.
you know,
Yeah,
of
it's
travel time,
awesome.
so,
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I just was curious about that.
Yeah. No, the fire department got there really fast. It was great to have a
Yeah,
station up
yeah,
there. They
yeah.
probably would have lost the whole house if they would have had to come from the main station, you know.
Yeah.
Because that's a long trip.
The
up
body,
hill.
the body cam shows one individual face down on the floor in the house when the officer arrived, and one was sitting on the porch all covered in ash and disoriented, and both of them were
both
saved by the
hospitalized.
good actions of these officers.
That's awesome.
So on the 14th, we'd like to present that. Also, this Saturday, we're combining with Harrisville North Ogden on a Shop with the Cop at the Harrisville Walmart. Sarah was kind enough to identify 2 individuals, one from each elementary school. And that's going to work out really, really well. So they've asked that each of us have 2 officers with 2 children. So that'll be this Saturday morning at 8 o'clock at the Harrisville Walmart.
Who donates the money for that?
I believe Walmart is going to do that,
That's
yeah.
cool.
Harrisville petition. I know we've done it before in Riverdale, the Riverdale Walmart, but they got the Walmart in Harrisville involved in this one. It's not as big as other ones, but it's going to be real special for a handful of kids, and we're looking forward to that. Also today we did a practical, what we call a lockdown at Weber High School. We did an activity where we go in, and if there's shooters, and we have a protocol and plan in place where the officers go in, and the school has a protocol and plan in place also. They'll have the students isolate, the officers go in and do their thing, clear the building, keeping communication on radios. It worked out really well. Officer Ron Van Beekum from Weber High initiated that. We had 5 officers from our department and a couple other agencies, even Roy and South Ogden, a couple of them. Yeah,
What the heck happened?
so it's a good training exercise, and
My
so
brother in Michigan, Oxford, Michigan,
Oh, yeah.
that's his high school,
Oh, wow.
or his
Really?
kids.
Your brother?
Anytime, anywhere. so
Yeah, I mean, heaven forbid that happen, but if it does, we don't want to be learning at the first go around. You know, we want some. Also, as you know, we have a couple openings on the police department. So Sean Reed has been moved from investigations, promoted to the rank of sergeant in patrol. And Alexis Goodpasture has been in patrol and has done an outstanding job investigating her cases in patrol, and she's been transferred as a detective in the police department. This will all go in effect later this month. A dog who is drug certified was not certified on marijuana because of the marijuana laws. A lot of agencies are not training on marijuana because a lot of people have marijuana cards now. However, we opted to be one of the few that we did train and certify our dog on marijuana detection. He just passed that certification this last week. So our theory on this is if the dog should find marijuana, the majority of people that have marijuana are not going to be legal possessors of marijuana. So if we should find marijuana and they are legal to possess marijuana or have a marijuana card, there'll be no action taken. But we want our dog to find it for those that are not legally with it, so we can reach it on in the system.
The high school student should have it.
And I sent an email earlier today, but we've gotten a few emails, and I'd like to thank Councilmember Yuri for kind of helping get the word out, but on the ATC scholarship that was given to us to grant. Unfortunately, the ATC with current students at the high schools, they're not allowing us to give those to someone that's a current student, but we did get one applicant that was not a current student, and so that's an option for you to consider, kind of the only one. So they said they want it to go from this January to the end of the year. I know. But they did say for the ones that are seniors, they have a bridge program that they may be able to get their tuition covered, because that was the thing, is they didn't want to give one if they already had other programs available for people to get the tuition free of charge. So I am going to make sure that those two seniors have all the information on that bridge program, because it helps kind of transition them from the high school to the ATC. So please look at that and let me know your thoughts. Yeah, it's a tricky deal, and
I think if we finally got one, we probably
Yeah.
ought to go ahead and get it.
it seemed like a really cool story. Stay-at-home mom that wanted to get back into school, and yeah.
It's really neat that
No, yeah,
That
no,
would be great.
absolutely.
So
Okay, I think that's all I have, and obviously our staff, with being short-staffed lately, has been doing an incredible job, and really appreciate all of their efforts, and love our staff. They're wonderful and amazing, so.
have you had?
Yeah, and I don't know history of this, but Bonneville Shoreline Trail, I know there's a whole organization that works on the trail system. I had a citizen approach me this week and is concerned about our involvement in that, and some of the conflicts that we have through Pole Patch and that area and stuff. So, and he suggested that we have a committee. I don't not necessarily a conflict, but I don't even know all the issues. He had several he wanted to talk to me about and said, hey, we need to get involved in this. Wondered if it may make sense for us to get a citizen committee involved and look at some of those issues. There's a big push for now to get this from Nephi to the Idaho border all set up on the Shoreline Trail. And I guess my thought is that, hey, let's understand our issues and let them approach us to help us get involved in that. So
Tyson has an in with all of this on the shoreline. Pole Patch, that closed off one of the trails, I think. Isn't that right?
I don't think it's closed anything off, but it's
Okay.
not clear where it goes through, like on Jesse Street, Jesse
Jesse
Road,
Creek Drive.
Jesse Creek Drive, and where the trail goes and access to it. And I know there's no access through Pole Patch through the gate, but there is a right of way, I believe, for that trail through there now. I'm there, but I don't know all
What's
of
the
it.
difference of the power line trail versus the,
Have
I don't know.
Tyson come, Tyson knows all about the trail network and he worked hard on the grant funding for the Cottonwood
Yeah.
Trailhead to connect the Bonneville Shoreline
Good
Trail.
point.
No, I think they're really good questions.
Yeah.
Jill, did you unmute? Did you have something to say?
I know
Am I
part of,
putting you on-
I know part of that problem is it goes through the Wadman 3-lot subdivision. And it goes through one of those lots. I know that is one of the issues.
Couple years ago, yeah.
I just thought, hey,
No, I think it's
if
worth
there's a committee, we
exploring.
could at least get a few people and at least understand what the issues are
Right.
and how we can get involved, so.
Mayor, just 30 seconds. We're going to have Woody's recognition next week, and I would like to have that as at the first as possible. If we do the officer first, but that'd be the second or something, or have that be, so right at the beginning of the agenda.
Yes, so what I was thinking is having the officers Woody and then the scholarship recipient all at the first of that agenda. I don't have a real strong preference on the order. We can work through that,
I
but
like a
just so that
perfect order.
they don't get to hang out and, or have to hang out and wait. With her on Monday, well, a couple of meetings with her on Monday.
Track her down. Okay, awesome. Anything else? Okay, July or December 10th?
Well, no, reminder, December 11th is Santa Claus at the
December
10th.
11th.
Santa
yeah.
Claus is coming.
Sorry.
to
10th
town.
is a council get together at my house. I don't know if we picked a time.
These are,
6 sounds good.
Did I send
Oh, wait a
a meeting
minute.
appointment?
What did you say? The
You
10th?
did, you
10th?
set up a meeting.
I thought you said the 11th.
Hang on, let's look at that.
That.
Y'all know how I like
Got
to
it.
schedule meetings on people.
Amy's got it
Oh, I
in the
got
ca-
it 6, yeah. It says Christmas
Yes.
primary,
Well, if
so-
you didn't know, Mayor, it's 6 o'clock at
Okay.
your house.
Alrighty.
6. And she's even said how long it's supposed to be.
And
Oh, did
everybody,
I?
1 hour and 30 minutes, nothing
everybody
past
knows
it.
their assignment. Do you know your assignment?
I do not know my assignment.
Something to drink.
I don't think I got
I
my
like the
assignment.
creativity in this one.
You're supposed to show up. You're taking care of the footwork for me. so
Okay.
thanks. That was a long meeting.
Ho,
for-
ho, ho,
Thank you,
it's
Jill.
Christmas.
Get rest.
See you tomorrow.